Wait, George, you're part Jamaican?
I'm all black.
What does that mean?
That doesn't answer my question.
I just,
George just said he's all black.
straight
Well,
black.
thank God for that.
Yep. Nate,
we got that
Nate,
out of the
are
air.
you there, man?
I'm here.
I'm here.
Sir, I'm here.
Present.
Ordinary gentleman.
Oh, we started.
Yeah,
I'm
we
eating
did.
chips.
Size is shoving shit down his throat right now. Got a packed house today.
Pause.
Pause.
Why? You're the one who made that weird.
You're right.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We got a packed house today. So it's me, Tom. We have Cy, Alex,
It's been a few weeks.
Nate,
Good evening.
Lucci, and then George.
Joe.
Just being the fly on the wall
George is
today.
here?
Yeah, being a fly on the wall today. Glad everyone can make it, especially Cy's soda popping over there.
That's George opening a Bud Light.
Nice. Okay, so like we do every episode, if we get emails, or sometimes
Did we get one?
We got one from my buddy Joe.
Okay.
I mean, it's good.
So Phil slept on us.
Phil slept on us. I'm sure we'll get to that at some point today. But hold on, I got to pull it up here. Yeah, it's from my buddy Joe. He goes, "There's no subject, so I'm already skeptical. I think it's spam. I want to delete it." I don't trust no subjects.
Trojan virus.
I'd rather it just be a letter, but no subject.
Congratulations, you won.
Yeah, congratulations, you've won. It goes, "Yo guys, where's this week's episode? This show has been my Friday ritual.
Ritual. It's in
Dish.
ritual.
Yo guys, where's the week's episode? This show has been my Friday ritual for my commute home. One day a week, you guys keep me from losing my mind. Coming out of Brooklyn and Jersey fuckers that can't drive. Hope everything is all good, Joe. Send from my iPhone.
So one thing we're consistent at is not being consistent.
Exactly. Well,
We will not be up every week.
we do. Yeah, no, we don't want that shit. We want to keep people on their toes here.
We're keeping you on your toes. Maybe 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
2 weeks off.
Maybe we'll take like 4 months off and then come back and do an episode, like 30 episodes straight.
Boom.
Bam.
A year.
In one day.
A year straight.
Live in the studio.
In 3 days.
30 episodes in one day.
All 4-hour episodes.
We didn't drop any episodes because we were recording every day.
So yeah, that was our email of the day.
I apologize.
You apologize? You have to apologize?
I feel like I should apologize because I was out of town. So
You were out of town.
I was part of the
Screw it all
problem.
up, Si.
No, everybody was part of the problem.
Whoa.
Nobody said yes.
I was out of town, so I have an excuse. I wasn't here, and I gave you a month notice.
I know, but I'm saying you're not part of the problem. Everyone else is the
I
problem.
could have dialed in.
Yeah, Nate.
I could have dialed in Phil even.
What is this? The Don Iman show? Like, dial in. What is this shit?
Listen, you always
People
leave
don't
them
dial
wanting
in.
more.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
Give a little break, make them miss you.
Give 'em a little
Then you
taste.
come back.
Give a little free sample of that sausage you got. You know,
Excuse me.
little kibasis. Here's a free sample.
Pause.
You want the rest of it? You got to go to the aisle. You and George are pausing tonight. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. You guys are a little giddy too.
Or are you pausing a lot? Are you making us say pause a lot?
No, you're making yourself say pause.
I'm eyeing him.
Pause. You have to. Come on. How does that not pause?
I'll accept it. I'll accept that. No, but everybody else said no. Literally everyone.
George, did you ask George?
Everyone said no.
George, were you available last weekend? Not weekend. How about a reschedule, though?
I was in I can't remember.
When was I going to
I was at Food Lion shopping.
I was at Oshkosh Begosh.
Food Line has rats.
Hold on. Can you,
Wait a second.
can you tell us more, or is that it?
No, that's
That's a bold fucking statement. You don't just throw that out there.
Shout out to Food Lion, our sponsor.
it. Shout out to
It's
ShopRite.
Food Lion. Wow.
That's the rat noise. They're huge rats.
You know, somebody played me at the club one day, and they said, "You got a Food Line shirt on." and it looked like a Food Lion shirt, I
I
felt
thought
kind of bad.
Oh, I thought they meant like they played you, like you had music you had made, and they played you.
Nah, they was joking on me.
They was playing my joint at the club, right? The one I made, and they said, "Man, that shit sound like Food Lion."
He's the owner of the club. They walk up, sick Food Lion shirt.
He looks down. He has a Food Lion name tag on.
They said that shit.
Why'd you wear your Food Lion name tag to
it
the
was-
club?
They took away his.
What was the symbol that has a lion on it? Is a symbol that has a lion on it? Was it Food Lion?
Wait, a lion or a line?
Lion.
I don't know what you said. I don't know the difference. But I'm going to go with lion. I'm going to go ahead and say that was a lion, the animal, or a line.
Something you stand in or something that mauls you?
He's still confused.
He's still. I'm still confused. I'm still confused. So yeah, okay. Food Lion has rats. Thanks, George.
Glad we got that
Thanks
off
for the
table.
update.
I figured we'd kickstart this off and go local here and start with the Charlotte news. Obviously, the biggest one is I feel like to me was Anheuser-Busch buying Wicked Weed
Pretty crazy.
as of recent.
People are not happy.
George,
A lot of people are
George,
not
you need to
happy.
break it down for
I
us.
didn't understand the Instagram.
Basically,
Budweiser,
I didn't understand them
Budweiser, who
buying
is
him out.
Anheuser-Busch.
probably the most popular and probably the best beer in North Carolina. The craft beer scene.
Okay.
So basically they kind of came in, and bought that. I feel like a lot of people to them see that as
It's probably top dog in North Carolina. Wicked Weed.
easily. It has to be.
Oh, they bought Budweiser.
No,
No.
Budweiser.
We are Wicked Weed and we are stamping.
we own the country.
I will buy all monopolies. Yeah,
We bought Budweiser and China.
they're the new John
Yes,
D.
the local North
Rockefellers.
Carolina brewery bought national beer maker.
Because it's a big deal because they've been doing campaigns like shitting on craft brew scene. And then they bought one of the biggest ones.
So
in
a lot of
probably
people are
the
seeing
States.
it as like this ultimate sellout. Like you're going against the grain, against someone who just basically bashed the scene, and now you're joining that person who was
No, but I don't blame Wicked Weed. Now we were throwing
know
numbers
the
because we don't know numbers, right?
Yeah, I wanna know
but
the
let's just say scenario.
scenario.
You start a
What's
company,
the scenario?
a few $1 million, right? Let's say you spend $5 million, you open up Wicked Weed, you got one of the top craft brews in the scene.
Right.
Smells a lot.
Budweiser comes to you,
Hundreds of thousands.
$200 million. I'm selling that shit so quick, and I'll open up another new name.
Well,
It's not a big deal.
it's always a different definition to everyone of what selling out is. You know,
I don't think they're selling it. I would have done the same shit. Budweiser is the one that's whacked to me, and then I'm not going to buy Wicked Weed now. Like they're going to mass produce it. The quality is going to.
it's going to deteriorate.
Yeah,
and-
Yeah.
But like from a business standpoint, I see, and all these people think they're like, oh, if I was in that position, I'd never know. I'm like, you're telling me if somebody came
I'm
up to you
selling.
with a thing with a brick of just $200 million and said, I'll give you this right now if
brick
you
of
give me
gold.
that. What are you're going to say no?
I'm selling.
Yeah.
And part of what they're so upset about is it's Asheville. They're known for the craft brew scene.
Absolutely.
Local.
Yeah, it's everyone support local. We're against the man and everything. And now the biggest one there is sold
We're
out.
against the man.
But the best one is, I don't know if anyone knew this, I learned this from Alex, that they started it was kind of like trust fund money. So it's money from their parents. It wasn't even money out of their pocket. So everything they were doing was profit.
but Nate, to open something like that, we can't open something like that.
That's what I'm saying.
You
It's a
have to
trust
have
fund.
money already.
That's what I'm, yeah, right.
Yeah, there's
Your average person can't open that, so I don't blame that either. Like if I'm a trust fund baby and I decide I'm going to make an amazing brewery, fuck it.
Let's be honest, though. If Nate were to do something like that, he would just use all the money, buy Gastonia, and become the mayor.
Gastonia.
How much?
He's already the mayor.
Wait, hold on. What's Gastonia's asking price?
Less than Wicked Weed.
5,000.
5,000 what?
I'm gonna say the price of a new
5,000
Toyota Corolla.
5,000 what, Nate?
What'd you say, Lucci? Rupees?
Rupees.
Yes,
Rupees.
What, Indian?
Yes.
Disgusting.
You're disgusted by their
I just want Tom
exchange.
to never go to Gastonia.
5,000 cases of Bud Heavy.
Wait, is your town mascot Fred Durst?
Absolutely.
I like it.
100% backwards red cap all over the place.
Are you by the mic?
Yeah, where are you?
You sound
the
far.
mic.
You
I'm
sound
right
far.
over the mic.
Oh, okay.
He's
My bad.
literally
No.
like breathing on it.
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
My bad.
You gotta raise that level in there, buddy.
How do we do that?
Your mic too.
There's a little.
It's
yeah,
on
there's
plus
a little,
five.
that shit.
Is this
Don't-
better?
Yes.
Yeah, way better.
Oh,
Kick
that's
it down a
full
little bit. I'm
blast.
getting a little bit of feedback.
Just a teeny bit.
There you go.
Just
Boom.
better?
Yeah,
Yep. There
way
you
better.
go. Perfect.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
George
okay.
hears everything you're saying.
That's right. Every little word.
He has no headphones.
Yeah, he doesn't. I guess we'll go right into the
law.
the other thing, the law that happened. I don't know like the complete logistic behind it. You know more than I do about it, Cy, but I felt like that was a big deal also for the beer around this area.
We know my memory's bad, but if I recall correctly, it was
And I'm sure, Al, do you know about it? The distributing.
Old Mecklenburg
law?
was kind of at the front of trying to change the law. I think they could do 200,000.
Yeah,
they
there's some-
wanted to do 200,000 barrels, and currently they can only do about 50. I think.
Those are approximately the
50,000.
numbers. Yeah, they can only produce a certain number of barrels, or they have
And-
to sign up with some
And
major distributor
Mecklenburg County
or something like
rejected
that.
the law.
Gastonia would have passed.
Like they didn't even. It didn't even get far. It got knocked down pretty quickly.
I think it's a
is what I
state
heard.
law.
No, I believe it was county.
I think
it's just county?
yeah.
Okay.
I believe so.
Well, I think that's why OMB
Asheville
went
is
to Cornelius.
Asheville is able to produce more than us.
Yeah, but Cornelius is in Mecklenburg.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
What
it
about
is.
Iredell?
Yep. No.
Nope.
Cornelius is Iredell.
Ash?
Or
No.
is
No.
Mecklenburg.
Nope.
Iredell. States.
Lucci, you're
States,
wrong.
Irish.
Whatever it is.
No, it's not. Nope.
Nope.
No, it isn't.
I do remember
Palm
seeing
Beach.
that about OMB, and they refused to sell out like Wicked Weed did. So they would not partner up with a bigger place just to be able to produce more. They were just going to fight the law
They have
itself.
way shittier beer.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, that.
I still respect them. I like going. It's a nice place.
Yeah.
Oh, the atmosphere is great.
I will say they have a lot more beers now.
Yes.
They have a
It's
solid.
improved.
Last time we went, what did they have? About 10?
I was going to say 8 to 10.
And the time before we went, which I went with you, Tom, it was like 4.
Yeah, it was like 4.5.
Well, they got the cop,
half beer.
the Vienna Lager, and two others.
And one of them wasn't even a beer; it was just the Radler. It was a beer with the Sprite in it
With
so-
water.
Yeah, it's a Pilsner with Sprite.
Yeah, so,
it really?
I mean, yeah,
It's
It's good.
it's delicious.
I
but
like
It's
it.
like drinking juice.
but like I'm not going to go out of my way to. Why are you making that face at George?
Because George can't hear anything we're saying.
No, he can't. It's great.
George isn't paying
It's
attention
a
anyway.
mystery. Oh, just I'm going to bring this up.
But even with headphones, he still doesn't know what we're saying.
no, he doesn't.
So it doesn't matter.
At least there's an excuse now.
I just all he does is
You have an excuse now to not know what we're saying.
this is what George does. He sucks his teeth. He goes, man,
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying, right? And I'm like, you didn't say anything, so I don't. I can't agree with you,
And it's like, you know what I'm saying?
No, though.
man. I'm just gonna bring up that Cy has a Titanfall 2 Mountain Dew can.
Shout out to Titanfall.
That's a Titanfall 2 for being out for how long now? I think obviously we're gonna have to bring up the old Fire Festival here, and
Ooh, did you hear about that, George? Ja Rule?
that was basically who
It was in the Bahamas, right?
It was.
It was 12,000 was the lowest ticket price
Jesus
for
Christ.
Ja Rule. Not only that, they were. it
was
supposed to
Ashanti
be-
there too?
No.
No,
No, no.
relax. Leave Ashanti out of this.
Alex, while we're talking about this, can you pull up
Yeah.
the who was headlining?
Yeah.
Can you pull up?
I believe Blink 182 and Ja Rule were the
Were the
headliners.
Because those.
Oh
go
no! Blink 182 pulled out. I saw that they pulled out
everyone.
of the festival.
Ja Rule didn't even show up.
Yeah, Bella Hadid didn't even show up. She was
No
promoting
one
the shit out
showed
of that.
up.
Dude, did you see it? It looked like a Nazi internment
All
camp.
right. So
there.
for people that don't know what happened, there were tickets. This is what I think happened.
Let's start it off by there was a festival that was called the Fire Festival, FYRE. It's called the Fire
It was supposed
Festival.
to be like
it was supposed to
sponsored
be like
by
a-
Ja Rule type of thing.
Sponsored by Ja Rule. It was supposed to be this private island, living quarters.
Picture
type
Coachella
of,
on an island.
like Coachella on a private island. It was supposed to be.
But it was supposed to be housing, everything, right? Pictures start. People bought tickets. It was tents, and it was supposed to be food included, everything. They literally had pieces of bread with a slice of cheese on
and a
it.
piece of lettuce.
Prison meal.
You want
Yes.
to know what the
It was
tents,
worse than prison food.
I'll tell you what the tents look like. You ever see the first Star Wars? You know how they had those little dome huts and that Luke
that's what they
Skywalker
had.
comes out of? That's what they had. Except they were made at
None of the artists showed up. It was a mess.
It says they were stuck on the island with no way off.
Yeah, supposedly it was a complete train wreck. What they're saying is some people with money were like, Ja Rule, we're going to do this thing. We want you to headline, put your name on it. And he was like, yeah. And then the closer it got, they were like, whoa, this isn't legit. Like, it was a scam.
It was a scam. Apparently it just came out now that whoever had collected all the money had spent all the money before the show had happened.
Yeah, it was a scam.
Spent them like 80 to 90% of the money before it happened, so they kind of just threw it together.
$12,000 was the cheapest ticket.
Oh my god!
These are people with
imagine
money going.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
The island was once owned by Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it fucking was.
All the money went to his grave.
How do you know it's not still owned by him?
Pablo Escobar.
It was one. But I just.
Did you guys see the pictures? Alex, did you see any pictures about it?
I saw pretty much all of it.
Yeah, me too.
Man, it was hell.
People
no running water.
The worst part is people were shitting on Ja Rule about it. Like, Ja Rule got shit on.
That's my worst nightmare.
Ja Rule shitting on you?
No running water.
It's an awful nightmare.
No running water.
So, no running water is worse than Ja Rule shitting on you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
So
then you
you-
can't wash off either.
That's true.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I'll co-sign that.
Valid point. I'll accept it.
Co-sign.
Okay, I'm seeing pictures now
Flashback.
of the luxury food court. It looks like a church bazaar.
Yeah, isn't it like the 2 pieces of wheat bread and a piece of cheese? I've had communion taste better than that food. It was bad.
How long ago was this?
This was like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. I think it was the weekend before I left.
It's a great idea.
It's a great idea if you don't spend all the money and you don't plan like an asshole. And
Yeah, if you're not a scumbag.
and some vendors there were like, they were interviewing them. The one lady was like, I'm probably not going to get paid.
No one got paid. The whole thing was a shit show.
No. Could you imagine that? No, I'm good. Thank you.
I'm suing.
You sue everyone.
You sue fucking everyone, bro. You would probably sue Wendy's because the girl's white and has red hair.
He's thought about it. He told me.
Probably. He's like, it really angers me.
Does she have freckles?
All right, enough. You know she does.
He's into girls.
Does she have freckles, guys?
You know she does. So we go from the Fire Festival right into Side's bachelor party here.
Hey.
Where was it? Montreal?
What do we wanna know about it?
Montreal, eh?
Guys, what do we want to know about?
I want to hear.
You want to hear about Phil? I feel
How
like
many
Phil.
times did they tell you
I
they were
wanna hear
sorry?
about
I want to
Phil.
hear Phil.
I want to hear
Okay,
Phil.
I wanna
let's
hear
start
about
with
him.
Montreal. Very cool place. You know, a lot of. Very French.
Very succinct.
And,
I like that.
That's about all I have for you.
Okay,
So,
thank you, eh?
Shout out to Phil.
Oh, Canada.
Strip clubs, pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I would say every woman was between an 8 to a 10.
Did Phil fall in love?
No, he did not.
Okay.
He
Did you
not.
fall?
Not
in
that
love?
I know of. No, I didn't get a single dance actually. I'm not big into
Pause.
that. Pause. Right? Is
That's a big pause.
Pause.
all the shit we paused before, he pauses that.
No, I feel it. I'm the same way.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't-
whatever
I
to
don't
me.
like that shit.
But 15 Canadian dollars for a private dance.
How much is that?
That's like $12.
Canadian dollar.
Speak to me in English, idiot.
The strip club's there.
Okay.
Full contact, except right between the legs. Except.
You can't touch the hoo-ha.
Basically. Everything else free game. 8 to 10s. Typically, every strip club I've been to prior, I go in there and I'm like, yeah, the girl's hot, but she's kind of trashy looking. Right?
You may get like
Not here.
1-8 in the whole club.
I was like, what the fuck? Girls dancing on stage, butt ass naked. I was like, where am I right now?
So was it BYOB, how it's supposed to be here?
No.
It was you could buy there and stuff?
Yeah. Past the time the clubs are open and stuff. Well, as far as I know. We're in there at 3:30, 4, shit still going.
Yeah.
So, Phil. I don't even know where to start with
Can you
him.
call him Filthy Phil from now on?
Phil got drunk for the second time in his life.
Nice.
It was like 3 shots. He was drunk.
Of what?
Not everything in 3 shots, but he had tequila, Jaeger, and I don't know what, maybe Jameson. Phil is the most gullible person I've ever met in my life. We went into Best Buy, right?
Oh, boy.
We go into Best Buy.
It's already a bad place for someone who's gullible.
There's the empty boxes where they're advertising like video game systems?
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
a PS4 empty box, right? Uh-huh. And Phil was walking with Mark, who's the person getting married. And me and Bobby are talking, and we're like, let's tell Phil this is the new PS4 Slim. I swear.
Almighty.
He's walking up to us. We're like, wow, I can't believe the new PS4 Slim is so light. Hand him an empty box. He's like, wow, this is amazing. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you, Phil?
Wow.
Yeah. Phil's special. He's a good guy, though.
Yeah, he's a little, from what I've heard from...
There was one night we were there. The first night we were there, we go bar hopping.
Uh-huh.
And one of the guys, the only single guy there, gets with the bartender, giving us free shots all night. That's the night Phil gets drunk.
Nice.
So pretty much every time we bought a shot, she gave us a shot. And she would take it with us. She'd pour herself a shot. Yeah, she was trash. So we go to the strip club after, and that guy, his name's Gary.
Nice.
He goes back. He doesn't go with us to the strip club. He stays at that bar with the bartender. He shows up with her for like half hour, leaves, right? So when we leave the strip club, we go back to the hotel, and we're like, Mario's staying with him, which is Mark's brother, who's the best man.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, what do I do? I don't know what they're doing inside there. Phil puts his ear to the door. He goes like running to the door. Puts his ear to the door. He's like, oh, I hear the bed moving. There's like 38 thrusts left, and he'll be done. All right, he didn't say that. He didn't say that.
I was going to
But
say,
he puts his ear to the door, and he's like, there's clearly bed thrusts going on.
I was going to say, how does Phil know that?
How does he know an exact count?
No, we exaggerated because the way he put his ear to the door, he was like, yeah, they're definitely fucking in there. And we're like, okay. Mario stays up till about
Alrighty.
4:35.
Yeah.
And is finally like, all right, I give up. I'm going in there. They never fucked.
So what the hell was Phil listening to? His own heartbeat? He's like, they're going with my heartbeat.
Our theory is she was jumping between the beds.
Oh, that's doing the wall runs?
Yeah, she's just jumping around in the room.
That's not a bad theory.
Like, Phil, what is wrong with you?
So what else happened there?
We had a good time. We did a bunch of things. We went to an MLS game.
So like stupid shit nobody wants to
Phil
do.
was definitely the entertainment.
Yeah.
Like, let me give you one more story.
All right.
We're going to take the subway to the MLS game, right? So we're talking about it, and Phil takes it upon himself to Google the subway.
Oh, boy.
He goes, guys, there is no subway in Montreal. Like, Phil, what are you talking about? I've looked it up already. While he's talking, I'm Googling Subway Montreal. He's like, all there is the restaurant Subway. I Google it and show it to him, and literally pages and pages of only the subway, like not the restaurant, the actual subway system
in Montreal.
Like, what did you look up? He's like, oh, I was on the maps. I was on maps and looked up Subway, so I got only the restaurant. Like, Phil, please stop trying to participate in anything. Just sit there and be quiet.
Jesus Christ. So that was Phil's contribution to that trip.
Yeah.
How was the place you stayed in?
Oh, it was amazing.
Was it?
It was a hotel. It was a 5-star hotel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Bobby hooked us up. He
What
did
was
his
it, like
thing.
20 Canadian dollars?
But it wasn't that bad. Montreal is legit. I advise everyone should go.
At least once.
At least once. It's
Well,
worth it.
We're going to Dubai for my bachelor parties.
We were talking about that actually before we got here.
Yeah.
Like, where do we go? I think we're going to Atlantic City, right?
That or Seattle.
Ooh,
I'm so down with
Seattle.
Seattle.
I'm
Seattle's
down.
nice.
Seattle.
We lose a day,
Who cares?
but
We
I don't
drink
know.
it back.
Is George allowed to go because he's black?
Anybody can come. It's all about who. The more people who come, the cheaper it's going to be.
That's true. And the bigger the house. Airbnb. As long as we plan
You know
it
what they
ahead of
say?
time.
Blacker the cherry, sweeter the fruit, right? I don't think that works.
George just nods. Yeah, I'm there.
Boy.
George, you're not going. You're not going to go.
Yeah, bachelor party, baby.
George doesn't even come to the podcast. Less Seattle.
No, he's not coming to fucking Seattle.
Seattle.
I've never been to Seattle, so I would love to go to Seattle. And drink some Seattle coffee.
Seattle.
Okay.
That's Seattle.
It's Seattle coffee.
They just call it coffee,
See?
George.
Yeah, they just call, Nate said they just call it
Yeah, I think they just call it coffee there.
He literally put his lips to the
If
mic
you're in
and said,
Seattle and ask someone for Seattle coffee, they'll probably punch you in your mouth.
Can I get a nice big tall glass of
Seattle
coffee?
Starbucks
No,
coffee.
George walks in and goes, "What's up, baby? Let me get you know what I'm
Mocha,
saying?
choca."
You know what I'm saying? That Seattle coffee, baby." And then they kick him in the balls.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't like him.
Definitely not.
You just perked up like you wanted to say something.
No. Just overall bachelor party success.
Good stuff then.
Yeah.
Good
It's a
stuff.
success.
That's always the best thing is when you have a successful.
There was a lack of planning, but a success.
because I've heard of like not good bachelor parties,
Really?
like just
Like, where do they go?
Like Nate's.
just like
oh wait,
it's
none
not
of
like
us went.
it's not so
Oh, yeah.
much of where
Did
they
you have fun at Nate's?
Oh, that's right.
It was almost
of
as
us
fun as
were.
his
Oh,
wedding.
Alex, you went there. No, Alex didn't go to that one. He couldn't go.
No, you were there, Tom, right?
No.
I saw you there.
No, that was
I think I saw you, Tom.
no, that was my friend Nate from Lincolnton. No, it's never been about where they've gone. It's always been about like the
Where they've
group
been.
of people
Yeah.
that they get, and like it's always like someone's like just ruins the whole fucking thing for someone.
How many people are going to your bachelor party?
I'm gonna say about 134.
Oh my god! I like how he says about, and it's an exact number. I'm gonna say about 134 people.
Could you imagine?
I mean, it'd be dope.
we could do it.
So we rent an entire floor of a hotel.
Yeah, but if you're going to Seattle, 134 people aren't
Seattle.
showing up.
Fuck no.
It's gonna be like 20.
Sorry, if I go to Charlotte, 134 people ain't showing up.
George won't even
I'd be
show up.
lucky if 4 people showed up.
We're gonna go to Roxbury for my
Yeah.
bachelor party.
Yeah, we're going to Roxbury. George would be like, "Can't go, baby."
I gotta babysit my babies, baby. I'll try.
Come on, Ref.
Try. Yeah, come on, Rev.
I bet if it was poker night, you show up.
I would.
Do we tell them we're playing
If I
poker?
If it was poker themed, I will be there.
Everyone just has to sit at a table with cards.
does everyone get dressed as a poker chip?
Hey, you pick your favorite
poker
suit.
dealer, you know.
It's like the M&M costumes, except it's a poker chip, and you have to walk around in it. So if we go to Vegas, and George is like,
I'd
"I'm
go
out,
to
baby," and I'm like, "World Series of Poker is there," and he's like,
I'm in it.
I'm in, baby."
I already signed up.
I moved some things around. I can go now.
Yeah, I've shifted some things around. It's like, how do you just shift things around like that?
Well, you see, the way my bank account works.
Can we talk about the time or the time George invited Nate to Vegas?
Okay.
And none of us.
Nah.
And none of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did that work out?
That was a
You know.
miscommunication.
Nate didn't want to go with me.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
no,
It's all
I'll
good.
go with me and
It's
George.
all good though, Nate. You know, what
I'll
I'm
go
saying?
with me
We
any
didn't know
day
each
of the
other
week.
like that.
First off, just me
But
and
you
George
did.
solo
But we
in
did.
Vegas, we're balling out.
It was his
That's
idea
crazy.
too.
It was his idea, and Nate said no. Nate's like, let's go to Vegas. George says, I bought the ticket. Nate goes, yeah, I can't go anymore.
I'm out, baby.
That's how Nate responds.
That's how neighbors. Yeah.
George goes, I bought your ticket too. I can't make it.
Didn't hear about that?
No, what is it?
What, the sex for nuggets?
Oh, that's amazing.
Really? That you're getting a chuckle out of
It caught his eye.
It caught your eye. A
happened
little
in
twinkle
Vegas.
down there.
There was Nate. Do you want to explain it? Because you actually saw it as well.
Yes. So
Wait, you physically saw this happen?
He was there. He was in Estonia.
You saw this
First off,
exchange?
this was in
It was in Florida. Where else would it be?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was in
Yeah.
Florida. So this undercover cop was talking to a nice lady, and she said she would do a sexual act for some McNuggets,
How many?
6-pack. And so she got arrested for prostitution for giving oral sex for chicken McNuggets. I think that's a great compromise.
Did she have honey available too?
But it was a cop,
Yeah,
right?
was it?
Yeah, it was an undercover cop. Yeah.
She's
So,
like, will you have sex
Like,
for nuggets?
does that count as
But she fucked up
Exchange of
'cause
currency for
Burger King. How
prostitution?
much are the nuggets in Burger King?
You can get like 10 for
Nuggets
a
at Burger
dollar,
King
right?
is 10 nuggets for $1.18.
Of course, George knows the deal.
That's with tax. That's with tax.
I was close, and I
tax.
haven't been to Burger King in 10 years.
$1.18.
Yes, I got it 3 days out the week, and then it started tasting like cat nuggets.
Cat
Wait,
nuggets?
wait,
What do
wait.
cat
Why do you know what
nuggets
cat
taste like?
nuggets taste
What the
like?
fuck is a cat nugget?
I'm not sure exactly what a cat nugget is. But,
I don't know, baby.
If it was a chicken nugget from Burger King, that's what it would
Wait,
be.
what the fuck is Bird King? Say the
Bird.
Say the name
No,
right.
they have
Bird
that.
King?
Bird King off Steel Creek.
No, this was on the
hell is
hood. This
Burger-
was in the hood. This was
What the
on
hell's Bird
Nation's Ford.
King?
Nation's Ford.
Dude,
And-
you're just
and-
naming all the not good places.
Shouts out to Burger King because they also have
Shots out to Burger King.
they have 3 pancakes and a sausage for 89
4,000
cents.
calories.
89 cents.
pancakes for $1.
With 30 nuggets and a prostitute for $1.18.
Deal, bro.
That's a good ass.
Do they give you an wait? Do you get an EpiPen with that?
You get a penicillin shot.
How bad of a situation are you in that you're offering sex for nuggets?
A brutal one.
Your life's rough.
Or how amazing
You're a
are
heroin
those
addict.
nuggets?
You took
Ooh,
a bad turn.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, you're in a fucking brutal one if that's what your situation is.
I gotta eat.
That's your excuse?
I mean,
That's an
gotta-
awful excuse.
Gotta eat to live, man.
Yeah, no kidding.
She just took out the middleman. She would get the cash and go buy food with it. She said, "You know what? Just go straight to the food." I mean, took out the middleman there.
I don't know what you're saying.
What?
Are you talking about the guy that takes your order?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that the middleman?
But where is she getting the nugget? Is she producing the nuggets somewhere that she has to cut a middleman out?
Let's just ignore that comment. Nate isn't worthy
She
of
still
comment.
has to get
trying to
nuggets.
help
somewhere.
Technically, you're
Nate, for
adding
the
an
first
extra
time-
person to the process.
Yeah.
I was trying to help George out, but it didn't work.
Nate, for the
You're
first
saying
time
she
in his life, had
expedited
2
it.
beers.
You could have helped him by going to Vegas, but
Wait.
you let that go.
Wait, does this include the
didn't come to my
what is
birthday
it? The fork? How do you say it? The fork?
Oh, from McDonald's.
The fork?
Let Alex explain that.
Yeah.
'cause
Alex, let me
he's done
hear you explain
in-depth
this.
research.
So this is the answer to every problem you've ever had at McDonald's.
In life.
They have a new signature line of sandwiches. And one of the main problems that people come across as they're enjoying these delectable delights
Delectable
Is-
Delectable
delights.
delights. I
Yes.
like it. Nice.
is something known as topping droppings.
Topping
disgusting.
dropping.
So you're eating the sandwich and you're so excited, you're squeezing it a little too hard, and
Yeah.
a little of that sauce and everything squeezes out and goes down in the wrapper.
Right.
That's what
Well,
she said.
What are you to do with that now? They've answered that problem.
They've
They
answered
have-
it.
They have a new utensil.
Okay.
It's a handle, comes up towards the head, and there's 3 openings there. You insert
That's
French
on the other rim.
fries.
Hold on. Let me stop you. What the fuck was that?
It's just Nate watching.
That's not me.
Are you shitting on my ass right now?
not me.
What does that mean? Pause? Is that a pause? Are you shitting on my ass?
Who was it? Lucci, are you looking at Snapchat while Alex is trying to do this shit? Are you kidding me?
I was talking about what he was talking about.
Oh my god, unbelievable. All right. Let me let Alex continue after
He
you guys
lost
are
his
being
groove.
assholes.
The chemistry is gone.
I was talking about what Alex was talking about.
To who?
Just fucking let me
To all
talk
of
about
you.
it.
To all the girls on Snapchat who don't snap you back?
All one of them.
You know what? Studio A? Muted.
Mute. That's us.
That's
Fuck.
us.
That is us.
Yep, that's us.
Yep, that's us. So yeah, take that.
We got muted.
Everybody got muted.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Motherfuckers.
Alex, your
Yeah.
beautiful
All right.
explanation.
So the utensil has a handle that comes up towards the head, and there are 3 openings there where one inserts French fries in. So it's almost like the prongs on a fork.
Right.
And then in a paintbrush-like motion, one wipes the topping droppings
If you don't think any of this doesn't sound dirty, you're insane.
Pause.
off
Too
the
far,
wrapper, and you can enjoy that as you eat the French fries. Then
So essentially you're making a fork out of fries and you're trying to
Yeah, but
you can't
you're trying to wipe up
Would
your
you not-
sloppiness with it.
I think it
Oh,
would be
that's
too much
it?
work.
Yes.
because every time I clean it up, I'm going to bite it, and I got to refresh the fries.
And then 80% of McDonald's fries are those little soggy, floppy ones.
Tom, you're the type of guy that eats his fries first. What do you do?
That's what I do.
I'm not doing that shit. That's too much time.
You're going to have a paintbrush that you have to load up 3 fries into.
You have to save 3 fries to the end when they get cold.
Pablo fucking Picasso of French fries here? I don't want to fucking do that shit. Like, Monet's not using a fucking
It's not even available everywhere. They gave a phone number and a website for you to check.
Okay, no, I'm done. I'm done. Check locations for my fry fork. Get the fuck out of here.
Tom, they have an infomercial with the OxyClean guy supporting
Yes.
this thing, by the way.
I don't care. What, is Lucci going to bring it up during here and it's going to sound like shit like he did before?
Hey, guys, check the video out.
Hey, guys, just snapped it. Watch it on my Snapchat. Yeah, no one cares.
George is so lost because he doesn't have headphones on.
No, he doesn't.
So he doesn't know what happened.
Good for him. I hope he doesn't have headphones on.
I'm a spectator on that.
Man. Baby.
I just remembered something.
Ooh, remember it.
I forgot about the bachelor party.
What?
We're in the strip club,
Uh-huh.
and a girl comes up. She's like, who wants to have a private dance? All of us are like, no, whatever. She's like, I'm off tomorrow. She hands us a business card
Uh-huh.
with her information on it. She's like, if you guys want to fuck tomorrow, call me. I swear. Now, I will say, I
You
didn't
still
really
have
hear
the
that.
business card?
What was her stripper name?
The worst part is we had receipts and all types of shit in the room. And whoever cleaned up our room literally put that card on top of everything.
Yes.
Just the first thing. It definitely wasn't on the top prior.
Yes.
And she just set it on the top of everything. It was with the number coming out. I was like, okay, well, that's awkward.
Did anybody fuck?
No, we didn't call it a number.
What? There's no fun in that. Like, you guys just have no fun.
First
Great
off,
stories.
Tom's
Ty.
bachelor party, everyone getting it.
Everybody's fucking.
Everyone's getting that card and calling.
Whoever fucked in Seattle stays in Seattle.
Shout out to Nate.
Well, I guess I'll be the only one coming home.
Pause. It's none of our business.
Maybe if you put it on Snapchat. Oh, wait.
Already did.
Right. What?
Anyways.
I don't even know what.
You guys hear about this FBI translator?
I did not.
Yes.
No.
You
Good
saw it?
stuff. Yes.
FBI translator, right? Spying on ISIS member. She ends up marrying him.
What?
She runs away and marries him. She flew to another country, then fled to. She went to
She
Germany.
regretted it.
Yes, literally weeks later, she emailed her friend like, "I fucked up."
No shit.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell are you retarded?
I feel like
Who's
George
the
has something
FBI
to chime in
hiring?
for this.
George, what do you think? He's doing it.
I'm a little confused with it still.
Well, he says, "What's ISIS?"
What's so hard about it?
So does the ISIS lady ran off?
No.
Oh,
FBI person spying on the ISIS member.
okay.
FBI person runs off and marries the person she's spying on, the ISIS member.
Oh my God.
Then weeks later, regrets it, runs away, comes back, and confesses to everything because she's like, I fucked up.
She was jealous of the goat.
She in jail?
She just got out, I think.
Jeez.
She did a year in prison, I believe.
Shit.
She should have done longer. Fuck.
How did she end up getting back?
How'd she get away from ISIS?
She escaped. She literally. The story I read today was she escaped. I looked into it further because we had it as a topic. So
She escaped. It doesn't say how she escaped.
no,
She just
they didn't
did.
specify. Yeah, they said she just got away.
So love doesn't conquer all.
You're correct, George.
Loves a battlefield, man.
Blabbity blabbity blue. That's for you guys at home. Okay, so yeah.
Oh, we skipped wedding destinations. Huh?
Yeah, I was going to ask
My
Lucci
bad.
that, and then you said the ISIS shit. So
bad.
then,
Well, you can fuck it up.
because that was Lucci's.
So
Luch,
back to this wedding bachelor party.
Luch, what's going on with this wedding destination bullshit?
So I was in Charleston this weekend,
Yeah, you were.
and we're hanging out on the beach, and all of a sudden, like,
Who's we?
15 people
Yeah,
just...
who's we?
Yeah, who's we?
we're
Names.
going to get completely away from this topic.
As quickly as we can.
The lovely lady. The lovely lady I met down in Tybee Island
Shout out to
during
Jeremy.
St. Patrick's Day.
Shout outs to ISIS.
And the podcast
But
has
we're
been
sitting
taken
on the
down
beach,
from
and
SoundCloud.
like 15 people walk past us, and I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" Well, they're like start practicing a little wedding deal, like right on the beach. Apparently, the day after they were going to do their whole wedding ordeal on the beach, and I sat there. I was like, "What makes you pick a public beach to have your wedding ceremony at?" And it kind of started getting to the whole, like, would you rather have it at some weird offset place, like a public beach, or somewhere out in the woods, or are you kind of more of like a church-going person? I know you've got a wedding coming up, Tom.
a lot of so normal to have a wedding on a beach.
A public
common.
beach?
Have you not seen any
where
Medea
everyone's
movies?
staring at you?
I've seen them be.
I mean, I'm sure they're going to have it like
Myrtle Beach
cordoned
before.
off and stuff, but
Swear to God,
Where?
Good thing you
Myrtle
don't live in
Beach.
Florida.
They got married on the beach in Myrtle Beach.
Like during spring break?
They're from Gaston.
It was
yeah.
during my
that's
bachelor
great.
party.
they were from Randlaw. Was it? Wait, was the reception at the mini golf course?
Putt-putt?
Ooh, so
Was it at
One of the-
K&W?
What?
Reception's the
Chill.
K&W.
Chill.
Was it at the Huddle House?
No,
or-
it was
at
the
the Shell
Jackson
gas
cafeteria,
station.
by the way. That's a staple in Gastonia.
They got good food,
Shell gas station?
good fried chicken.
Yeah.
Best in
He's
Charlotte.
co-signing.
But for you guys who are engaged or going engaged, everyone who isn't me, would you like do something off center like that, like having it at
I
a
think
beach or
that
something?
only
odd
includes
public
two
place?
people here, Carlucci. That's Nate and Tom. Unless George is married or engaged.
I mean, you've got a girlfriend.
He just shook his head.
George just
he
shook his
doesn't.
head,
He
no.
didn't even hear you, and he shook his head. No.
Side's having it in Peru.
Llamas.
Like
On
mountains of
on
Peru?
Machu Picchu.
My groomsmen, llamas.
Absolutely.
All of them. And I'm going to name them all of your names. This is Nate. Nate's drooling himself. Tom is the roided out one.
Laura's gonna have her.
No,
her.
this is the most fucked up one. Alex is the baby llama.
Nice.
Look at Alex's face.
I was gonna say Laura's bridesmaids are gonna be one Peruvian woman has 7 babies
chola.
strapped to her.
A cholo.
So they're all different babies wrapped around her.
Alex is one of them.
Ooh.
Alex is so mad.
Alex is the woman.
I'm marrying Alex?
No, the lady that has the babies on her.
George is so lost. He doesn't have headphones on.
I don't know what Peru's stance on gay marriages, but
Shout out to Machu Picchu.
shout outs to
Lucci, if you could pick one place to get married, where are you getting married?
sweet.
Alaska or Ireland?
Really?
He said one place.
Alaska or Ireland?
That's what he said.
That's so far. Alaska? It's fucking cold.
Alaska's
Exactly.
beautiful.
Who's gonna
Yeah, but
go?
it's cold.
You and her? Just
Yeah.
you
Alex.
and
Lucci
Alex?
shows up.
He's gonna
invite
build.
everybody,
Alex is
whether
gonna
or not
build
he
the
comes,
igloo. He's like, I got this. I've
Well, you
watched
mean
YouTube
dream
videos.
or like realistically?
realistic?
Mooresville.
What the fuck?
You go from Alaska, Ireland to Mooresville.
Hey, they're the same, Alex.
Where's your reception going to be at the day of VFW?
Golden
Yeah.
Corral.
It's going to be at Laney's Fish Camp down
Sonny's
Our
barbecue.
Sonny's Barbecue?
Which Phil thinks is the best barbecue, by the way.
Yeah,
What?
'cause-
One-
and
Yeah, for diarrhea.
remember whose name you just put in front of that statement.
Yeah.
Phil.
Exactly. You should have it at, what if you have it catered by Cookout?
Oh, hell yeah.
Everyone gets a tray.
You're going to tell me you're not going to want to...
What are you getting on your tray?
Gonna have a trough of cheese
What's your tray?
fries.
What's your go-to tray right now?
Onion rings.
Shut up,
No
Nate.
onion rings, Nate. God damn.
Nate, I said Alex, you
That's so
shithead.
It's so unwedding. Gosh.
I just heard what's your tray.
So what's your tray?
They have a double cheeseburger, right?
Sure.
They have that. Some kind of chicken wrap,
Ooh, yes. You
And
got to go
then
chicken wrap.
some
Cajun
other-
chicken wrap. You got to go Cajun
and then there was something
chicken
with
wrap.
bacon.
There's a bacon
There's
wrap.
a bacon wrap. Yeah, that's what I get. Those 3.
What about you, Si? What's your plate?
They got
What's your
tacos up in
tray?
that bitch.
They don't.
They got egg rolls. Is this Jack in the Crack?
Hey, Jack in the crack.
Jag in the crack.
I'm not sure. I got to look at the menu. I don't go to Cookout that much, to be honest.
They got barbecue. They got barbecue.
How good
Chicken
is it?
Strip Club.
No, it's not. It's not
The
terrible.
barbecue's okay.
Yeah, probably better than
I
some.
like
cheese fries,
definitely going
bacon on
cheeseburger and
top.
chicken wrap. I don't know the third thing. I think I'm doing a side.
Or
about hush puppies?
Yeah, what else?
Yeah, I'm doing a side.
Or
of
cheese
some
fries.
Onion rings, cheese on
cheese
it.
fries.
Chili cheese fries.
Gotta go with the
They
cheese.
will do that.
Tater tots there?
They do
Nate,
everything.
no one's talking.
Nate, are you? What are you talking about over there?
Sorry.
Nate, where would you have your wedding? Oh wait,
Where would I have my next wedding?
You're sleeping on the couch whenever she hears this.
shout out to Whitney.
Don't listen.
Shout out to Nate's
She don't
wife,
listen to
Whitney.
this.
You don't listen to this, and then she'd be like, "I want to listen to your podcast." I don't
This
know
is
why.
the one episode she listens to.
I don't know why she was a woman from Boston.
I was about
But
to say, why is she from the Northeast?
hey, Nate, I want to listen to your podcast.
Nate reaches out on the group message, and he's like, "Yeah, guys, I'm available every weekend because I'm single now."
Whitney looks like she hits Nate.
I
was worried where this is going.
With George's mouth, I didn't know. I didn't understand the direction that was going to go in.
What's worse, that she looks like she hits Nate, or if it looked like Nate was beat?
It's better than saying it looks like Whitney got hit by Nate. I mean, it's better than that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see Whitney hitting Nate.
See, now
I've seen it happen.
it's not realistic to think that
Whoa,
Nate
do we
would
need-
hit her.
do we need
but
to call
the other
a
way around,
hotline?
maybe.
Wait,
Nate.
so you're the cameraman?
Nate, is this a this is a safe zone for you?
It touches a tough spot. in
Nate,
my
do you have
life, guys.
mesothelioma?
Do you need to call someone?
So yeah, because knowing George, that could have went.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't know where that was going with him.
Fuck Lucci's dream wedding.
Yeah, that was
destination.
stupid.
That was horrible.
That was probably one of the worst
If I
topics.
could have a wedding anywhere, I'd do it in Statesville.
Easily
Probably
one,
in
of the,
Troutman.
easily one of the worst
You
topics
said
I've ever had.
realistic. I
Yeah,
gave you
whatever.
realistic.
Cool. Tom.
I'm sorry, people.
I
who
wanna
are in a
have my
relationship
wedding
don't
in the
think about this
Himalayas.
shit.
If not, I'll have it
If
at
not-
McDonald's.
I'll go to Mongolia.
All right, Tom, where would you have it for real?
Where am I having?
No, where would you? If
Where
you could
would
do
I?
anywhere.
Oh,
Realistic.
What?
Like semi-realistic.
I wanted in Anchorage, Alaska.
you love that. That'd be cool as shit.
Yeah, in the middle of nowhere. Thank you.
And Alex building igloos.
Yeah. Where would I have it? Like if I have my dream one?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
said? I don't know. It's a good question. I haven't thought about that.
Okay. Next, Alex.
Yeah, I haven't thought about
Okay.
that.
Okay,
George?
well, no one's on the ball here.
Courthouse.
I thought he
is a
said
dream wedding.
I thought he said cornhouse.
That's
thought
a
he
dream
said
wedding, by the
poorhouse.
way.
Hold on, but that's a good dream wedding here.
Poorhouse.
Ooh, can you have
Scandals.
The poorhouse.
Hey,
Montreal Stripclub.
hey, can I
The
say something real
poorhouse.
quick? Scandals now has an ordained minister, by the way.
We have a chapel.
Yes.
Yep.
Hold on, but George's isn't bad.
Wait, at Scandals, what is our stained glass pictures going to be up?
Nate reaching
Whitney
down to
punching
Alex.
Nate in the face.
I think we have to have Mary Magdalene there.
We have to have one Mary Magdalene
Yep.
Punching Nate.
punching Nate or getting Nate in a headlock. It's just
Headlock.
all Nate getting his ass kicked.
Armbar.
It's like
knockout.
RKO.
yeah, it's like there's one of like tables, ladders, and chairs match of him versus the three wise kings.
A random Steven Seagal one.
Yeah, Steven Seagal is punching him for some reason. It's just all Nate getting his ass kicked. People walk in the chapel, they're like,
Where am I?
"This is definitely a little. This is a little weird."
Is
But
this Scientology?
yeah,
He's going to
Hold on.
Kamehameha wave at him.
But George's dream wedding isn't bad.
what
cheap.
The poorhouse?
It's cheap.
Courthouse.
If I
Just
could do it
goes
over
there,
again.
Yeah, it
gets
is
it done. Now, are you throwing a party with that?
The party will be lit.
So
Ooh.
courthouse, big party.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah.
Nate, where are you having your dream wedding? Probably a wedding that we wouldn't be invited to.
Where I don't get my ass beat.
Well, me and Whitney are gonna have it. Yeah,
No,
We'd probably go anywhere she'd want to go because I don't really get an opinion.
because I'm a submissive little bitch.
no dream wedding.
You
Ireland.
already had it.
I had it. None of you were
Yeah,
invited.
too late, guys. It was in Matthews.
Ew.
Ugh.
Yeah. No,
Better than
Ireland would be
Estonia.
my dream wedding.
I know
place,
someone named
destination.
Matthew.
Now, did you come up with that, Nate, or is that Whitney's dream wedding?
No, I don't know what hers is.
Don't lie to us.
I don't mind
Lucci
Ireland.
Snapchatting that right now.
To
I've been
you.
Snapchatting this whole podcast.
None of us was talking.
Thanks. I'm glad your focus is here,
Always. Just like George.
dirtbag.
Si, where's yours?
Yeah, where is yours?
Let's see.
Tenochtitlan,
Montreal.
At the strip club.
Guadalajara,
Guatemala?
JFK.
yalla yalla.
Yalla yalla. Syria or North Korea?
What about like Ghana?
I think an island would be cool. Some form of destination.
Madagascar.
Turks
Greenland?
and Caicos,
Not Greenland. I didn't mean that kind of island.
Iceland, dude.
How
Reykjavik.
about like Tahiti or something? That'd be
A
Australia.
dope.
volcano on Iceland?
Technically a giant.
Yeah, it is an island.
That'd be dope too.
Technically, every place is a giant island.
You're not wrong. So in that case, Morrisville at Sonny's Barbecue.
I'm gonna have it in Cornelius.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have it at Jack's
Reception at
Corner
the draft
Tap.
house.
Nah, nah, nah.
Big bites.
Yes.
See?
That-
Cater big
Greek
bites.
Yeah.
wedding.
Do they cater?
I'm in.
That
They cater
wedding
that well.
would be lit.
Are we gonna
Imagine-
try to break paper plates?
Yep.
Yes.
I already got
Fries in those little catchers, you know. Speaking of, I found another Checkers, an actual Checkers,
Restaurant or
Charlotte
Tea?
Checkers?
the actual Checker, yeah, the restaurant.
They have one here.
They have one here, but it's up in Hickory.
Oh, that's so far.
The other one,
Yeah,
that-
because we talked about doing a road
the
trip.
road trip.
It's like a 45-minute drive.
Who's Hickory?
What?
Hickory
Hickory.
dickory dock. That's right up the clock. All right, Nate.
What?
It's so good.
Wilmington.
Wilmington is the other. Are you willing to go?
Yeah.
I think we should do a road trip.
Make a weekend out of it.
We
It
should.
is worth it.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, we're going to hype it up so much, we probably have to starve ourselves to really enjoy it.
Or
Get,
be
like-
really drunk.
Yeah, be drunk and get
Either or. Right.
Drunk's easier.
Is it, though?
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure about that?
For Lucci.
Well, you'd get so hangry that we wouldn't be able to do anything.
What are you trying to say?
Dude,
Damn,
that's so
Tom.
hilarious,
You gonna
Lucci.
let him talk
It's
to you
hilarious.
like that?
You know what's hilarious?
What?
Your life.
Oh shit!
I know.
I laugh
That's
at
why
it
I
every
say
Hold
it
night.
all
on.
over the
First off,
fucking
he's been
podcast.
hanging out with a good-looking woman lately.
Have we seen pictures?
George just goes, he went like this. Congratulations. He went under the mic.
You know what I was going to say? I was just going to say, congratulations, get in fucking line, you know?
Lucci, tell us about your weekend.
I don't
Yeah.
want to.
Okay.
Why?
Oh, Jeremy was
Such
here.
a piece of
If
shit.
Jeremy's here to give you chapter 3.
such
I
a
you'd be
opened
piece
up
of
with something
shit.
personal of my life about getting beat.
I know.
You need
right?
to
Now
thank
you
Jeremy.
are holding it in.
Jeremy is the reason.
Do you
have
realize
all
what
of
we've
this.
talked about in this podcast? We've talked about Nate shitting,
Getting beat.
getting beat. I mean, he's gone through it.
I have a tough life, Lucci, and you're holding in.
Nate gets beat.
Like, what did you do? Like, did you guys, like, go to, I don't know, the fucking
We went-
store?
So
get
I
this.
got
So-
down there Saturday afternoon.
Lucci, let me
We-
tell one part.
We hopped.
Oh, hold on. Let's tell one part.
One part. Lucci goes, I spent so much money. I spent $60 on dinner between the two of us.
Are you
What?
I'm like-
fucking kidding me?
That's so cheap. On a date, that's the best thing possible.
Where you go to Chili's?
What are you, a fucking goblin from fucking Harry Potter?
He went to Domino's.
This is why she can't listen to any of these podcasts.
Yeah, where the fuck did you guys go? Captain
I've told her,
D's?
but she doesn't
It
know.
was Red
She
Lobster,
doesn't like
wasn't
know
it?
where to find it.
No, Red Lobster, you're spending more. You're
Where
spending
Yeah.
more.
You complained about spending $60?
That was just one meal.
Yes, that's not
Yeah.
bad, Lucci.
For dinner for two people?
Yes, with drinks.
Now, if you don't get any,
Was this the first date?
Now are we talking? That's too much.
Wait,
what
what's
did he
the
say?
limit that you spend if you don't
At
get
some
any?
point, there's a reasonable expectation.
Where's the trade-off here?
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys are the ones who get laid. You tell me.
I'm a
I
virgin.
know your
Well,
attitude right
Okay, you clearly haven't hit that
now.
point
Wait,
yet.
hold on. Where did you eat that it was $60 and you thought it was astronomical?
There's a seafood place. I couldn't tell you the name.
No,
of it
honestly,
was, but
Lucci,
she
you
got
came out good.
She got what?
$60, you're good.
she got pokey, which she loves.
Poke Bowl.
You know what pokey is?
It's good.
It's like
sashimi
raw
with rice.
salmon with
Yeah.
some kind of sauce
okay.
and sesame
Okay.
seeds.
First date?
and she got chips and guac with it. And
So $60 now you're out. That's it. You're tapped for the weekend.
no, I took her to lunch and we hopped around. We went to like farmers market, a couple breweries, went to the beach. I got a parking ticket.
Any good breweries? You got a ticket?
Yeah, there. If you ever go there and go to the beach and you have to like kind of park on the road, you cannot have your tires on the street. Doesn't matter where you are. They will give you a $50 ticket on the spot.
What?
Oh yeah, I found out when I got back.
That sucks.
I'd make her pay it.
Wait, does she live in Charleston?
True.
Yeah.
She knows the rules. She should have
Yep.
told him.
Well, there wasn't a sign in that one spot, so we're like, oh well, this is the exception. We were wrong.
I think she's just getting free food out of this.
And then we went to a couple bars. We went to like a little low-key place. They actually have some really nice low-key bars. And
Everything's
then,
going well, though.
Oh, yeah. Great weekend.
That's good to know, Lucci. I'm glad for you.
Good for you.
I really
man.
think,
Yeah, good for you.
I really
when
think
you're-
it's all Jeremy that did this. He really gave you the confidence.
Yeah, he really boosted the confidence of you. You know, I think it really helped out a lot.
Because prior to that, you were a mess.
And the lumberjack beard.
No, that beard's getting nasty.
She likes it.
Doubt it.
I mean, what happens when she stops liking it?
Then I'm fucked.
Do you change after that?
Do I change what?
Your attitude.
No.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
you know what else I wanted to
What's
talk
up?
about?
Let me hear it. Fucking
All right.
spit it to
You
me.
guys see on Instagram all the pictures. It was celebrities at an event, right? It's called Met Gala. Mm-hmm. What the fuck
I
is
don't
the
even
Met
know
Gala?
what it is.
The Met Gala is for the. It's a fundraiser for the.
I know it's a gala, but for what?
It's for the like Metropolitan Museum of Art and all that stuff. They
Oh,
do.
that makes
It's
sense.
basically
That
like a
Metropolitan.
celebrity
Prior
fundraiser
to Jay-Z getting beat up in an elevator, I had never heard of the Met Gala.
for it. Yeah, it's usually like the
I
big
think it got put
celebrity
on the
thing a
map
year.
because of that.
No, it's
It's been around.
pretty.
I know it's been
before
around,
that,
but it was
yeah.
more like fashion designers and stuff. Now it's more celebrity, I feel like.
No, it's always been
Like Lil
a pretty good
Yachty
mix.
was at it.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is happening with this?
You can only get invited to it. But no, I mean it's been around celebrity wise
I just
as
feel
well.
like it wasn't as big as it was before.
No, I think that's just because you're Spanish and you weren't allowed to watch TV.
Telemundo.
Yeah, Telemundo
Wasn't on
doesn't really get into
Telemundo.
that. Then Spanish people they have shit like that all the time.
I think it was called Casa de mi Padre.
I think it was yeah, that was
That's
it.
a big gala.
But yeah, that did you see the whole thing there with everyone smoking in the bathroom and they got mad about it?
No.
Apparently, everyone went into the
Oh,
bathrooms
the group
to smoke and
the
shit.
group selfie. I saw that.
Yeah,
Those are all the people smoking.
yeah. Who cares? They're all rich pieces of shit.
I mean, I'm not mad at them.
I am. I'm mad at all of them because they're all scumbags.
The Olsen twins look horrible.
Speaking of,
Oh, they did.
Oh, yeah.
they looked awful.
Crypt Keeper
What
1
happened
and
to
Crypt
them?
Keeper 2.
When they were
Holy
younger, everyone's like,
drugs,
they're going to
man.
be
They
so
looked
hot.
like two
And
of the.
plastic surgery.
You know what they looked like? They looked like two of the three women that are in. I forget what the hell they're called in Hercules, where they share the eye.
Oh, the Fates. Come on.
Yes, the
Fates.
face.
Yeah, the Fates.
They looked
Yep.
like two of them. It was awful. It was
Yo.
literally awful.
Tom, you'll appreciate this. I saw something on Reddit. They're like, they look like those crows from Dark Crystal.
They do like the crows from Dark Crystal. It's
I don't know what that means.
not good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great inside reference there, Luch. Thanks.
Watch a movie.
Yeah, watch a terrible 90s movie.
Speaking of rich people, Lonzo's not getting a deal.
I'm still not mad about it.
How are
though.
you not? You're not. So you're not going to be mad when Nike, Adidas, Reebok.
Yeah, but that
fucking
was never
Under
their
Armour-
plan.
How far? How
Their plan was to have their own brand from the beginning.
I know. But
So of course, all the
how far
all
is this
the
brand going to
executives-
stretch? It's going to turn
It's,
into.
it's all on him.
It's
So
gonna-
if he balls out, it'll blow up. If he's mediocre, the brand will disappear.
It's going to turn into games of hurricane shoes.
Yeah, so why wouldn't you at least start off with Nike or someone just to start off until
No,
you
I'm
can
not saying you
see?
don't, but let's say his dad, right? Mm-hmm. We know he's a little crazy, and he completely believes in his sons, right?
Right.
They're going to be superstars. That's what he believes.
Uh-huh.
So he's like, I'll be as big as Nike. Fuck it. I'll make my own brand. I don't have to sign any deal. They're not going to make any money off me. I'm going to eat this whole thing. I understand it. I don't think it's the right move. I'm not saying it's the right move, but I get where he's coming from and making the shoe.
Right. I just.
No one's going to pay. I think it came out today. What are they? how much?
$400 over
$400 for the shoe,
Hell no.
and they look like And1 shoes.
Hell
Yeah.
no.
I saw the special
They
edition one
look
was
like
like
them,
$700.
They look like the stock shoe you get in 2K.
Yes, that's what it looks like. It's like a black. Have you seen it?
I didn't know that was his shoe.
Yeah. The picture
Yeah.
with him in a shoe. That's
didn't
the
know
new
it was
shoe.
his.
That's the
Yeah.
shoe.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
If I had internet connection, I'd show you. I can't
It's
get
stock
anything.
2K. Why can't you just?
Turn your
Why do
Wi-Fi
you?
No, I can't get anything.
You need
right
Wi-Fi?
Turn your Wi-Fi off.
now. I did.
Who you with? Verizon?
AT&T.
Nah, it's with Wolf
Wolf Call.
Wireless.
You with Cricket?
Credit.
Okay.
Latinos.
What else we got on the dock here? I'm gonna have to do some.
Let's talk some football. I know we don't have
Yeah.
it written down, but let's talk
Okay.
some football.
What do you
because a
wanna
lot
know?
of things have happened.
What do you want to know? What do you want to hear? Mitch
right.
Trubisky.
Let's talk NFC South.
Way overrated.
Who's coming out of the NFC South? Because now we have some big
Buccaneers.
players here.
Bucks or
Bucks.
Falcons, man.
Atlanta, Carolina. I think is going to be bottom.
Boo boo. I don't think they're
I
doing
think even the
anything.
Saints will do better because now they have Adrian Peterson.
They'll
too.
do better, but their defense
I don't think AP
is
will
still
do
an
anything,
issue.
but
Yeah, I don't think AP's going to do much at all. Being honest with you,
not on the Saints. It's a bad team for him.
Do I pick them up, though?
I think I got the Bucks out of there.
That's what I'm saying, Bucks.
Bucks or
I
Falcons.
I got to go Bucks or Falcons. They added Deshaun Jackson, the Bucks.
Yeah,
That's
He and Mike Evans on the outside.
That's tough. How do you
Yeah.
guard that? Because you got to double Mike. That leaves Deshaun Jackson all
Leaves
day
that
with the
open
speed.
up.
Yeah.
yeah. That's
He's just streaking down the sideline.
And their tight end isn't bad.
But didn't they just
Come
draft another
Great.
one?
Another tight end?
I think they drafted another tight end.
I have no idea. Giants are going to be dirty
Oh,
if they
forget
get
it.
some O-line.
Brandon Marshall just is
Yeah.
on the team now.
I saw
They got a
reports of
tight
him
end.
looking for LeGarrette Blunt.
Got a tight end. We're
Got
looking
a
at
blocking
LeGarrette
and a
Blunt.
That would be
Receiving tight end.
perfect. LeGarrette Blunt would be perfect.
yeah, I
for
need a
O-line.
running back.
O
I
line.
mean, they need a running back.
Well, we're gonna have Shane Vereen, so we have that as well. Great passing rusher right there.
Yep.
It's good. The NFL's going to be interesting this
What about
year.
Marshawn? Is he going to make a big impact?
I don't know. I'm 50. It's such a long break. It's tough, I think.
He's fresh.
Yeah, but I think it doesn't translate necessarily if you take a long break.
Yeah,
like that.
it-
It depends
I
how
don't
he's
know
been
if you-
spending all this time.
If he was training
Eating
through
Skittles,
the whole
smoking
time,
weed.
one thing.
Eating skill.
I want to know what's gonna happen with the whole Josh Gordon situation. Like, is he,
It's over for him. He needs to get his life together. He needs to focus on himself, not football. They've given him chances. Roger Goodell has given him chances. He said, "You know what? We're going to forgive you. Come back." He checked himself into rehab like a week later. Like, you got personal issues you need to deal with before you can come back to football.
But the Browns still haven't released him.
No, because there's such a talent. You don't want to. You're not going to release him either, I guess.
That's true. What do we think about the Chicago trade up with the Niners
That
for
was
Mitchell?
terrible.
Finally,
One
the
spot.
49ers did something good. We got so many picks.
John Lynch.
Yeah, they're doing things. I kind of like it.
You gotta. Like
We got
it.
some good picks.
Yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
We did some things.
Doesn't matter. Even if they're all late round picks, you guys got a lot of picks out of that.
Just
you know
for
what I'm
moving
saying?
up one pick.
for one pick.
You still get who you want.
Exactly.
You see Jay Cutler's looking at going into broadcasting.
Follow Tony Romo's life.
He can still play. I don't
He
think
can.
Jay Cutler's that bad, to be honest. I think the Bears are that bad.
Oh, the Bear.
He makes some bad decisions, though.
He's risky,
Yeah.
but I know worse quarterbacks than him.
Yeah.
But like the one thing that team needed was a corner, and
Like, could you imagine if Jay Cutler is your backup? I'd be pretty happy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind it.
Like, imagine the Dolphins have him as a backup. Tannehill gets smacked. Jay Cutler comes in. You're like, we can still make playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, worst comes to worst, you just retire and you live in Miami.
Exactly.
What's the perks of that? You know, you like that? I feel like that would be my ideal. Like if I'm like late in my career and I go somewhere, and I'm like, where do I want to go where I just don't really have to leave after I'm done?
Going to Miami.
I'm going to Miami, baby, or Alaska, like Carlucci would do.
Dream
Nice and
wedding.
Yeah, dream wedding.
NFC East always interesting.
Always.
Always in the mix.
I think it's going to be a Cowboys Giants kind of deal. I don't know. I don't think Philly's going to make a splash, and I
Ooh,
think
they're trashing
Washington's
Philly,
up in the
bro.
air.
He said,
No Redskins?
I think Skins are
No,
in the
I
air
think
right
Skins
now.
are gonna fall.
Did
I
they
think
even
so.
have a
falling.
GM right now?
Because there's always that like whatever's going on
They
with
lost
like,
people.
with Kirk Cousins too. Because that's always
They lost 2 wide receivers.
yeah.
Yeah, they've lost more than they gained.
Yeah, they haven't
Yeah,
added
no,
anything.
right. They haven't,
Sammy
gained
Watkins is
anything
free
back
agent,
from
though.
that. Sammy,
Yeah.
yep, he is. But I feel like the attitude with Kirk Cousins is kind of like it's strained. I feel like with that. for somebody that wanted to be out of there, then ultimately he's
I
not.
don't think he wanted to be out. I think they weren't giving him the deal he felt like he deserved.
But then during the draft, there's talks of that they're looking to, someone wants to trade for him. So I just feel like there's always that uneasiness that you feel with all that shit. I feel like you lose your quarterback.
I think
after
they'll
that.
be last in the division. I think they're going to have a huge drop off.
Wasn't someone trying to trade for Cousins?
A lot of
Yeah, a
teams.
few
A lot of
teams,
teams
yeah.
were.
Yeah. Anyone that needed a quarterback wanted Cousins.
Well, during the draft, it might have been I feel like it was the Browns or something. Were trying to trade for
I
him
wouldn't
in
doubt
the
it.
Yeah,
draft.
I think it was the Browns.
Yeah, there was talk. There
Who'd
was
they end up
whispers of
getting?
it.
Who's going to be their quarterback?
Didn't they get Deshaun Kaiser?
Yes, they
Yeah.
did.
It's going to be a mess. I don't think he's that good.
No, I don't think so. I think they're gonna.
When I watched him at Notre Dame, I never was sold. I thought the backup was better.
You know who else has a really bad quarterback situation going on? The Jets.
They're a mess.
Who do
They
they
gotta
have?
they gotta break up the whole team.
There's been talk on because I listen to WFAN in New York and stuff. There's been talk. Apparently, they're going to try the Christian Hackenberg project.
That's nice.
No.
Or Hacken. What's his name?
Hackenberg. Yeah.
I have a
His freshman year at Penn State was his best year.
I have a for real question for you guys.
All right.
Will the Browns ever be good? Literally, like we're
Yes.
talking Super Bowl run.
Eventually.
Super Bowl run.
No,
Browns.
no way.
They'll make
I-
playoffs.
Eventually,
How long have they been around? I
think they
just
will-
don't see it.
I think they
Playoffs.
will make playoffs.
I'm
in
talking
our-
Super Bowl run.
I
Atlanta Falcons Super Bowl run
I
type
can't see it.
situation.
I can't.
They're dominating teams.
Not in our lifetime.
They're not making intelligent moves. Like they're not even thinking towards the future. They
But
just
I'm thinking-
make-
I don't.
But-
No,
Don't
I
make
feel
sense.
like it's the opposite, Lucci. They're consistently looking at the future and not holding anything. They do no moves to just hold
I mean,
talent.
they let Terrell Pryor go, who's arguably the best player on the
That's
team.
what I'm saying. They're not trying to hold talent. They draft.
You know what they're-
draft. We have 100 picks, and they just draft
You know what
new
they're-
people and let them go.
You know what they remind me of? They remind me of how the Florida Panthers.
Yeah, it's like constant.
You get talent, someone gets good, and then now they're out.
You just keep letting it go.
and you keep letting it go.
You don't have management or coaching to just make it all.
What
work.
do you see first? The Browns going to the playoffs or the Browns relocating?
Relocating. I'd
Playoffs or relocating?
I'd say
Super-
even
I'm going
more
playoffs.
random.
They're going playoffs.
If it was Super Bowl or relocating, I'm
Even
going
if you go
relocating.
second round playoffs.
I'll
I'm gonna
go
go
playoffs.
playoffs.
Yeah,
You
I'm
go
still going
playoffs?
playoffs.
I'm saying they rebrand, honestly, because I mean, how like Cleveland
It
Browns
is
is
so
a thing, but if
boring.
they leave Cleveland,
Just
do
brown.
they stay the
Like,
the
you're-
San Diego Browns?
shit.
Now they're
No,
gonna
no,
change
no, no,
names.
Your
no.
team name is a color.
And it doesn't even
And-
match
and
the
your-
helmet.
Your mascot is a bulldog. I don't know what's going on there with that.
That's what I'm saying. I say they're going to end up relocating and rebranding. Like that's just the whole thing's going to just 180.
I just don't see it. I don't see it with them.
Because it almost gets into like a Chicago Cubs type of deal. You know, like how long?
I have more faith in the Cubs than the Browns.
And look
The
at how
Cubs at
bad the
least did
Bengals
something.
were.
Yeah.
They ended up. I mean, they never did anything in the playoffs, but they at least made the playoffs
Yeah.
a few years. in a
Yeah,
row. They had the
they're
talent to
consistent.
do something.
Yeah.
And
The
they were at
Browns,
the
I don't
bottom.
even see the talent. Like, you say Terrell Pryor, wow, he's the one guy.
I'm saying
They
he's
get
the
rid
best
of
on
him.
that team.
like,
Overall,
what? Where
he's
did he
nothing
go?
to brag about. He actually went somewhere
He went
decent.
Didn't he go to
uh,
Washington?
Yeah, he went to Washington.
Went to Washington.
Ooh, that's their one move. That's a big move. Yeah, let's move on. Let's talk hockey. Anyone seen Capitals Penguins games? Because that is
Yes.
like a Stanley Cup the way
It's-
they're playing.
they're
It is
amazing
amazing.
games.
Some of the best games I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
It's a Stanley Cup. It's like Game 7 every night.
Wait, here's a good question for you. Do the Browns who gets it first? Do the Browns get the playoffs or do the Capitals get a Stanley Cup?
Neither ever happens.
We're going to be waiting a long time.
Capitals Stanley Cup.
I go Browns. I go Browns.
I
Browns
might go
playoffs.
Caps.
Browns
Shit.
playoffs.
Yeah. I'm going Browns playoffs.
Browns
'cause
playoffs.
Ovechkin is such a flop in the playoffs.
And he's
I'm
getting
gonna go
older.
Caps.
Not even him.
Did you watch
That
the game last
whole
night?
Getting to the
Team is a
playoffs,
flop
yeah.
in the
No,
playoffs.
they dominated the game last night. They lost. They had double the shots. They
Playoffs.
dominated the game. Fleury saved Penguins' ass. But Ovechkin, nowhere to be found in the whole game. I'm like, Is Ovechkin on the ice? Like, what is
he
happening?
did even admit it in the post game.
Did he?
said, "Yeah, he said I did not play my game tonight. I need to step it up.
You don't
I need to
see
do
it.
a lot
He
more."
gets the puck and turns it over. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
What do you think that issue is sometimes initially with superstars that come into the playoffs and
I think
just
regular
see
season is
nothing?
one thing, and then if you can't take it to the next level playoff time, it just won't translate.
You think the intensity of playoffs kind of hurts those types of players?
No, I think it's specific players because you see someone like Crosby, he steps it up.
Yeah.
Playoff time. You're like, what the hell? This guy's already good.
Yeah.
I already hate him, and he plays
Yeah.
even better.
I mean, the Penguins.
Malkin, Crosby's out. Malkin playing lights out right now.
Well,
You're like,
Penguins
shit.
playing well without Crosby. They're going to go.
And
Oh,
even
it sends a message.
and not only that,
It absolutely
there's,
sends a message.
there's players that will disappear all game, but come crunch time, you got a guy like Getzlaf on the Ducks, game-winning goal. Ovechkin's nowhere to be found for that type of
You
stuff.
should see the shit-eating grin on Nate's face right now when you said that.
No, because I'm just thinking of last night. Like, I was watching a game. Edmonton's all over them. And then the big players come up in the big times, and Ovechkin's just not one of those guys.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks because he's a great player, but
Oh, he'll be one of the best of all time. He's a Hall of Famer easily. But it's just like
I think I'm going to be wrong about my Nashville statement.
what's
What
your
about them?
nephew?
I said
told you-
I said
I've told
Nashville's
you
going to flop.
3
No
times.
chance Stanley Cup. They
No,
go.
they're
They go
playing-
to it.
They are
Amazing.
dominating.
Dude,
I
they're
watched-
right now is
they're a
I
top
watched them.
team.
I watched them
everything.
play again the other night, and I was like, "Goodness, they're still playing good." But it was funny because when I went to the game in Nashville, they were horrible at that time of the year. They were playing like shit.
I'm not a fan of Subban, but
I like him.
Nashville's a tough team.
Yeah, they're gritty.
The other defenseman is Ellis.
Yeah.
He's amazing right now.
They're playing good. Everyone.
Yeah, they're banging on all cylinders, that team, man.
Because I don't see Edmonton beating Nashville. Maybe
not-
maybe Anaheim
not
because
right
they
now.
like to
don't-
like to get tough.
I don't think the experience is there yet. I mean, Connor McDavid is
Unreal.
Yeah.
it's unbelievable how good that kid is. Like he had a goal the other night. I just
The
They
one
got
where
their
he
ass
did
kicked.
like the 360 spun around. And
well,
Yeah.
yeah, that one. But he
pulled
also
it. When he
he
pulled
also
it
did
and
a
went upper 90.
They kind of did a tic tac. It was a 2-on-1. They did a tic tac, and so the guy passed it to him, and then he looked like he was going to shoot it, and then he passed it. The guy passed it back, and it kind of went out, and this guy skated in front of him, and he just pulled it and just dumped it, dude. It was so.
They got their
filthy.
ass kicked that night though. He tied it up, and then Anaheim scored 3 goals.
Yeah.
It was like 6-3.
Yeah,
that
it's
game.
tough. I mean, but that's why I like the hockey. It's just
Yeah.
hockey's just so unpredictable.
And then you got basketball. It's like Cavs, Golden State.
It's so boring.
Yeah.
I can't
No,
watch
the
that
games
shit.
have been good though. Not the Golden State game or Cavs, but like Washington versus Boston.
Yeah.
Great games. They've been great. I've watched every Boston game so far.
Yeah, those are good ones. Yeah, because I mean,
And even Spurs Houston, I'm into that.
because I mean the John Wall Isaiah Thomas
Yeah.
kind of matchup is just
But Isaiah Thomas, lights out.
yeah.
He's good.
Oh yeah,
He's a tough son of a
He reminds me of Allen Iverson.
he does. He's got that like grittiness to him, you know.
Knock out his tooth, he drops 30 on you.
I don't know. It's like Allen Iverson was like, he wasn't the most efficient, but he was just going to keep going and going and going.
I feel like
And Isaiah Thomas is
tenacity.
just, he's like, I might have missed the last 10, but I'm going to make the next 3.
I feel like the NBA playoffs have been a lot more like physical and
Yeah.
controversial
The
than
refs-
normal because
the
I've been
refs aren't
hearing
calling
about it a
as much.
lot more.
They're banging a little more this year.
They
Someone
need
just
to.
got ejected not too long ago from the Hawks Celtics game. Someone ran the white guy from Gonzaga. He said a pick, and I guess he said it too hard, and the other guy went and threw him on the ground. He got ejected.
Adam Morrison.
No,
Yeah, you wouldn't be wrong.
I mean, yeah, you're
Well,
not
the
wrong.
guy from the Cavs that only made $9,000 for
Oh
the year.
yeah, and
Oh yeah, and he got
he got a double
fine.
tech and an ejection, $6,000 for that.
they said
The
LeBron
fine.
was going to pay his fine though.
So he only made $3,000 for the year.
But they said LeBron's paying his fine for that.
He has to. Someone's got to step
Well,
up.
the
fucking
Celtics
management.
game, I think
someone.
yesterday, the day before, there was a whole huge thing where they were like literally throwing each other the whole game. They weren't calling nothing.
I like they're getting back to the '80s style of just banging instead of just letting everybody go through and make
Pause.
a layup. No pause.
Pause.
everyone banging, bro.
I miss the older days of hockey where there were enforcers out there all the time.
Yep.
A team's down by 2 near the end of the game in the playoffs, you're guaranteed a fight.
I think
every time.
You throw Marty McSorley out there.
Oh,
and you
but
gotta-
to me,
you gotta go.
Kasperitis,
Yeah.
put those people out there.
Alex, to me, you watch playoffs compared to regular season. The teams that are in the playoffs, they have those guys that are
Yeah.
tough,
Yeah, they
that are
still
out
do.
there, and they're from the start of the game. You just don't want to be on the ice at the same time.
Because that's
as
the
these
thing
guys.
about the Rangers. We have a lot. We're a fast team, but we have a lot of guys on the team that aren't afraid to just drop the gloves and just start.
Not the fled.
Just
Not at all.
That's
start
what the
throwing.
Penguins and the Capitals have. They have goal scorers and then guys that just want to fuck people up.
Because
And that's the formula right there.
Because that's the Penguins
Yeah.
as of recent. I feel like the past couple of years,
The-
the Penguins have been
the
kind of
Penguins-
They're soft.
The Penguins,
Yeah.
They were very
the
soft.
Penguins last
Yeah.
series, they got Blue Jackets doubled their shots every night, and Penguins found a way to win, just being physical.
And that
holding
Columbus
Fleury.
team was they were probably the most physical team in the league, man. They were just
I've never seen Fleury play like this.
oh man, God, it's a lot
He's
better
trying to
than
keep
when
a starting job.
he had that series
It's-
against
it's-
Philly that one year, and every game was like 7-6.
Have you been watching Fleury?
10-9.
He's making saves against the Capitals. It's an empty net, and he's just diving across and manages to get it. You're like, what
His
the
inner
fuck?
Hasek coming
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, for sure.
They had that statistic up when Hasek and Brodeur played each other in the playoffs. 70. Hasek posted a 70-shot shutout against the Devils.
Hasek was so filthy.
And,
Yeah,
and
he
put
was.
this in,
Sabres, Hasek, or Red Wings?
put this into perspective. Brodeur saved 49. So that whole game was literally just everyone just going,
Yeah, so
That's
many
2 shots
just
a
shooting
minute.
goals. And,
That has to be
yeah,
OT
yeah.
game. That has to be an OT game.
I don't remember what it was, but it was
It
the
had to
most.
be.
It was the most saves in a game.
So since we lost every female listener,
Bye,
bye Felicia.
bye, Alicia.
What's this terrible DJ thing we got here?
All right.
Right when I was hoping it was. I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping it was Tom. The second I heard Lucci's laugh, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Well, no. So we're at this bar and
Who's
DJ's
we?
If every one of your stories started, you're at a bar. Jesus, get a life.
Yeah, fucking dick.
I'm
AA.
single. I
Yeah.
go to the bar. That's what I do.
Yeah,
Are you single?
I am.
it's complicated.
Okay, you are.
Okay,
Is it? It's complicated status or not?
okay.
So this guy, we're at the bar and DJ playing some weird shit. I couldn't even tell you what it was. And then he kind of started playing
Backstreet
some
Boys.
good dancing music. You know, we're getting into it and everyone's having a great time. And then all of a sudden he starts mixing like halfway through a song. All of a sudden everything turns into straight dubstep and just total garbage to a point we ended up leaving the bar because I couldn't take it anymore. And I'm sitting, I'm like, why would a DJ, knowingly seeing everyone's having a great time, and as soon as you start playing this garbage, everyone clears out, and all the Chads come out and start dancing to it.
The who?
Chads. Like all the alpha white dudes who
What do you
don't-
call Chads?
Chad Kroger?
I've never heard that.
I've never heard of that term, Chad.
If you've been on 4chan, you know what a Chad is.
A Chad?
I don't frequent
Like a
4chan
hanging
as much
Chad
as you do.
from the Florida voting?
Chad's like an alpha white dude. Who's
Okay.
an asshole.
Like I'm thinking a frat guy now.
Okay.
Yeah,
there you
frat
go.
guy.
That's a
Okay.
Chad.
Yeah, that's what.
Like
it
where's
is.
So
Vineyard
all
Vine
of a
clothes?
sudden, you
Yeah.
clear the dance
Yes.
floor, and all the Chads come out. And
Where's
you,
polos?
yes, that's there was like 7 of them on the dance floor, and everyone just cleared out. And I just didn't understand why a DJ. You know, granted, I'm not any kind of DJ, but why you would knowingly clear a dance floor so 8 assholes can go out there and have a good time.
Because he was probably a Chad himself.
No, I didn't have a visor on.
So the DJ sucked.
He started off well and ended up blowing ass.
I guess it's just preference of music. I don't know. Because you know what people want to hear.
I mean, maybe
feel
they
like,
customarily switch over at a certain
Well,
time of night.
For
That-
Chads.
I feel like
Yes.
a lot of fucking people on Facebook are like, they're like, I can't believe how many people's taste in music sucks, and they listen to like the Deftones, and they think they're like,
It's so opinion based.
Yeah, it is. I mean, obviously, if you listen to Nickelback,
I don't know how
they're
many
garbage,
Facebook
but-
posts I'm like,
Hey.
I see and it's like, I don't know how people could listen to rap music. And I'm just like, okay, well.
Yeah, it's
you
like,
know,
I don't.
is that for you?
I don't
Like,
understand.
I don't judge you.
I don't understand this about this music. It's like, okay, so what do you want me to say? Like,
Just don't listen to it.
I
Yeah.
know. I don't get
Yeah.
when people are
Like,
like,
I don't shit on country music because I don't like it. I
most
just
people,
don't listen to it.
Most people these days don't know what real this is. It's like, okay, like who fucking cares? Like, who gives a shit?
No one knows what real rock is.
Yeah, like people are like
Nickelback for life.
People who listen to Sublime don't know what real reggae is. It's like, who fucking cares? Who gives
They
a
have
shit?
the reggae influence.
Yeah, I
Fucking
don't
be
know.
happy.
As long as it's not Nickelback or fucking any of those douchey bands, I don't care.
So
Yeah, the type of
anything
people that
Nate
say
likes.
stuff like that.
Everything Nate likes, like
No, please no.
like Breaking Benjamin and
Hey,
Post
hey,
Malone.
Hey, whoa.
Post Malone and
Best CD I heard all year.
sorry, they're a douchey band. What do you want me to say? Like
I gave. All right, Tom. I
like
gave.
Avenged Sevenfold. They're all,
Tom,
that's
I
all
gave-
like the douchey band.
I gave the
You
guys
know,
this
we talked
scenario.
about this before. You said you dabble in the douchery a little bit there with the music.
Once in a while.
Like Tool?
I'll dip my toe in once in a while. Little
okay.
9 Inch Nails in there.
Yeah.
I'll get
yeah,
into that.
Okay.
I gave the guys the scenario earlier. Would you rather read
Okay.
the Apple terms and conditions
Uh-huh.
or listen to Nickelback the rest of your life?
Apple terms and conditions.
Yeah, all day.
Would you
Some
rather
reason.
read War and Peace and then read what the hell's the one that the women always read? That's it's like
Pride and Prejudice?
Pride and Prejudice. Yes.
The Notebook.
Would you rather read those back to back or listen to a full album of Nickelback
Just once.
once?
I'll take the Nickelback.
I'll take Nickelback. That's done in an hour.
Nickelback's a shorter
all
death.
day.
Yeah.
What if you had to listen to Nickelback's discography
Ooh.
And then Creed's.
twice?
I'll take Creed.
And then you had to
No,
write
both. It's both.
And then you had to write an essay on why you liked it.
It'd be one sentence of
30-page
Nickelback and the
essay.
whole
A 30-page essay.
I would just take the lyrics and make an essay.
Nice. All right, well, I'm going to wrap it up.
No.
Don't
Sharkeisha.
Colleen's already pissed at me, so
Sharkeisha, no.
Colleen.
Welcome to the
Colleen,
club.
I'm glad your surgery went well. Oh, you didn't tell us how that
Shout out
went.
her
to
surgery, everything went well.
Yeah, how are you not going to... How's that not the first thing you say?
Because
Fucking
this
dick.
isn't all about me in my life.
It is all
so-
about you.
But we'll talk about it next time.
In 3 weeks. Shout out to us.
Yeah, shout out to us. Appreciate everyone coming, Ordinary Gentleman Cast. You can email us at Ordinary Gentleman.
Shout out to Phil.
Shout outs to Phil. Ordinary Gentleman, MAN, the number 1 at yahoo.com. You can listen to us on iTunes, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Spreaker. Just search Ordinary Gentleman Cast. Also, our Instagram name is ordinary.gentleman.cast. So you can go to all those outlets and get a hold of us. Today it was Alex, Cy, Lucci, Nate, and then George was here for a little bit, and then me, Tom. I appreciate you guys.
Jeremy, we
listening.
miss you.
Jeremy, we miss you. Not
Shout
really.
out to Jeremy.
Yep.
Shout outs to Jeremy.